Glad to have you with us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
San Diego State's head coach told me before the game, as you know, the Pac-12 is trying to rebuild and reload and get back to a conference of dominance in college football. So this game has even more importance here today. They cannot afford to lose to a Power 4 school. They've got to show that they are still a conference of significance here in college football, and that will be played out on the field today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aztecs offense to go on the attack first. And onto the field comes Lucky Sutton, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wasting no time slinging it around. Snags it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is slow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's busted. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Aztecs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out wide left, it's busted.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Sutton. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Trying to run, it's Sutton. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the draw, it's Sutton. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Could be an alley. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, I know it took their defense a second to get the ball back for the O after that last drive, but now their offense is kind of doing the same thing. They're now playing keep away. Really good job there on 3rd down, handing it off, understanding where the first down marker is, everybody executing, and now you got an opportunity to keep this thing going. You're thinking pay dirt, you're thinking touchdown here.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. No score on the board as this offense has used its ball control to dominate here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stat. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. It's Addison. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Hosley. Crosses the 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He got it, beat down in bounds.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 33 sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Napier. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Left side, it's Napier. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Looking left. With the catch, it's Napier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense, and it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And it's a sack. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Hosley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Got the first down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with an 83-yarder for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Napier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running inside, it's Sutton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Drops back on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Lost one deep down the right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Wants to throw on first. He's not afraid to go deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just like the end of the game, the first half can finish up with a defensive penalty, so there will be one more untimed down. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And the Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Trying to set the tone with the run. On the move at the 30. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, I really thought coming into this game, this running back might put up some big numbers, David, but he's now got already over 50 rushing yards in this game. It's ridiculous. They are gashing the defense. On that side of the ball, they've got to do a better job at the point of attack, staying in their gaps, and they got to start tackling somebody.
Well, and what's crazy is we talked to the defense coming into this game. What did the defense coordinator say? We got to stop the running game. They love to get him going early. Well, they didn't get the memo. Apparently, everybody not on board. This defense struggling to do the most important thing to start this football game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's made. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Right side, it's Addison. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
2nd and long here. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking down the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Number 33, set to kick it off.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As the offense is ready to go to work. Oh, pressure's coming. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Sutton. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the ground, it's Sutton. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide receiver going in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. He's going for the big play. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, it's Hosley. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Roach. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Might as well run him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Driving forward, it's Hosley. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now San Diego State will spend its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their 3rd and final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
San Diego State, 7. Number 33, set to kick this one.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Sheffield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
He wants to go deep. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Hauls it in. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Rush is on. Right side, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide right, it's Brown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown, San Diego State. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.